Well, well, well. Good evening, beloved, beyond the call of duty, friends and family, and good evening to our beloved EOW family. July 6th, I want to recap from July 5th. The team did 425 miles yesterday in 102-degree weather. Wow, 425 miles. Today they've done 333 miles and they are still trugging along. Touch a little bit on our fallen officers. We want to talk and put our hearts and prayers out to the family of this beautiful man. This is Jameson Ritter. He was shot and killed while attempting to arrest a subject on the 1500 block of East 80th in Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. His end of watch is July 4th, 2024. Officers responded to a house on the street after receiving information that a subject was wanted for felonious assault. He was inside. The man exited the home, attempted to flee on a bike before opening fire on officers. Officer Ritter was shot and killed by the subject. The man was taken into custody and charged with aggravated murder. Officer Ritter was not just an officer with the Ohio Cleveland Police Department. He was a member of the Ohio National Guard. He had served with the Cleveland Division of Police for 4 years. He was assigned to the 3rd District. He was recently recognized as the Officer of the Month. But more importantly, he was a graduate of the Syracuse University, enrolled in the Reserve Officers Training Corps. He was a Syracuse Army ROTC. Said Ritter was a communication and studied major as a cadet in the university. Jameson had continued to strengthen his leadership skills and the value of being able to communicate well, not only when one was leading, but when one was following. Ritter served as a stalwart battalion S6 before he commissioned as a quartermaster officer in the New York Army National Guard, according to the Syracuse Army ROTC. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Army National Guard. He served with the 134th Field Artillery Regiment. He was deployed in Syria in 2020 with his unit. Ritter was a model for selfless service and was a servant to his community, state, and country. That was on one of his Facebook posts. He returned in 2023 and returned to serve as an officer. So, as we've often talked of all these men and women that are law enforcement, and there's such a second line to everything. Law enforcement now, but he always was serving. He was already serving his country. He was always serving his community. He was already serving the state. He chose to wear a uniform and was a participant of being a servant. So our hats off to his family, our hats off to his unit, brothers and sisters, our hats off to his department, brothers and sisters, this is a huge loss. So let's keep this beautiful man's name in our prayers. Let's keep this beautiful man's name alive. Let's make sure we talk about him. Let's make sure that the world hears that he did not die in vain. Officer Jameson Ritter, Cleveland, Ohio. End of watch, July 4th, 2024. I want to do a shout out to the Valley Harley Davidson in West Virginia. We're going to be heading there for a service call, and they have just stepped up to the game, and they have heavily discounted everything, making sure all of our vehicles are running, all of our bikes are running. They even reached out to vendors that are going to be taking care of our vehicles and memorials. So thank you very much for everything that you've done and you are doing. And we'll be coming to that stop shortly. I want to thank Yolks Fresh Market again for being a continued supporter. We just finished a beautiful weekend, Memorial Day weekend. We're in it still, but we're going to be finishing it as of tomorrow. But if you still have a chance and you're in the Sandpoint area, if you're in the Coeur d'Alene area, if you're in the northwest area of Spokane and Tri-Cities, reach out to Yolks and get all your groceries from there and let them know you heard it from us. Cannot thank Phoenix Protective Corporation enough. They've been a continued supporter of us. They continue supporting everything we do. Our ride costs $300,000 a year to go around the nation. We do not use anything or any money from the sale of our items. That money goes to scholarship programs as well as a wellness program. It's people like Phoenix Protective that cater and make sure that our ride continues around the nation. They're based in the Northwest, out of Spokane. If you're looking for a job, they have an office in Spokane. They have an office in Yakima, Tri-Cities, Washington. They have Auburn. They have Everett. They have Vancouver, Missoula, and they have Wenatchee, Anchorage, and Fairbanks. Today, our team left at early hours, and the first stop was at the Frederick County Sheriff's Office to honor Deputy First Class Kenny Orlando. That's this beautiful man, and that was at 8:30 this morning. The next stop was at 1:30 at the Wycombe County Sheriff's Office, and that was to honor Deputy First Class Glenn Hilliard. Beautiful, handsome man. So they did a total of 333 miles today. This was what was said by our first stop. Let me get to it. So, at the Frederick County Sheriff's Office to honor Kenny Orlando, his wife Samantha, and the kids Hugh and Sophia, and sister-in-law Sydney and Barbie, stated that Kenny was the light of Myersville, and he ended his career as a town deputy. They admired him and never wanted him to leave. He loved serving his friends and family. Nothing would ever make him angry, and he was a family man. He was an avid cyclist, and he would cycle anywhere and everywhere. He competed in law enforcement Olympics, cycling. He loves kids, but never got to meet his youngest. He was a firearms instructor, impacted many, and he was extremely humble. So, Godspeed and God be with you. And to the family, our hearts and prayers are out. And to the department, our hearts and prayers are there. Glenn Hilliard, his wife Tashika and daughter Jersey and son Trenton were there. There's also a motorcycle club that does a ride for the youth every year, and they were coming past their house. So I believe Trenton ran outside and salutes every single person in the entire ride every time they ride past. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Wow. Our hearts and prayers are out to these beautiful families. Their loss is amazingly hurtful, very sharp, very painful. It will never go away, but as time passes, we will continue to pray. We will continue to make sure that their loved ones' names are spoken over and over again. Our job is to make sure that they are not forgotten, that they're just not a number, that they're just not a name on a wall, that these are beautiful human beings and they have a story to tell. And that's our goal. So this morning I got a text, and um, it was amazing because yesterday, actually, it started a couple of days ago, and I get this random text, and I was like, okay. And his name is Dustin, and a few years ago I met him, and we were honoring in Tassaluska. We were honoring a officer, and Dustin was with the Protectors Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. Reached out and said, "Hey, what can we do as a club to help you?" And they showed up at Bibb County and just threw their love on us, and it was amazing seeing them. Well, they reached out again. So uh, what Dustin has been doing is doing the third annual. This is the third annual K9 Officer Deputy Brad Johnson Memorial Ride. So he's set up a ride every year. This particular one I'm showing you is set up for next year. There is one this year already. The proceeds of the rides he does for different things. This year, the ride money raised money for vests for K9s and some other stuff. The first year, it raised money for memorial headstones for a number of officers. This morning, he sent this to me, and I didn't get to read the whole thing because I was looking at it on my phone, and I realized this evening when I was posting it that he set the K9 Deputy Brad Johnson Memorial Ride for June 29th, 2025 to start at the T-Town Harley Davidson, 9 a.m. And then if you read down further, all proceeds will be donated to Beyond the Call of Duty. I was just flabbergasted. I was amazed, humbled. So thank you so much, Dustin. Thank you guys as a chapter for doing this. He's already meeting our team, and he's already going to be escorting because we are going to go and honor Brad this year and meet his former fiance and show some love. But we were just taken back on this. So, Dustin, thank you, and God bless you. So, okay, let's get to some comments. Good evening, Eddie. Love you, brother, and thank you for watching every single night. So, appreciate you and love you. James, good evening. You're emailing now from Redland, Iowa. Got you. Tammy says, hello to all my EOW friends and family. Prayers for all the survivors and families. God, keep your hand out on our team as they continue to travel the U.S. and keep saying each fallen officer's name so they are not forgotten. Much love to you all. God bless you, Tammy. Absolutely. And thank you for blessing all our EOW families. And absolutely correct. We are going to continue saying the names of all the fallen, reminding everyone that they have a beautiful God-given name, that they are a beautiful person, and they have stories to tell. So we'll keep on talking about them. Jorge says, hello, my beautiful EOW family. Hoping to see you soon. Be safe. Jorge joins, I think, July 10th. Sincere Neha. Passing out cards, sharing about the ride every chance we get, raising awareness, hopefully more donations sponsored. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Everyone, hope we're having a great weekend. Thank you, Jerry. Billy, hey, JC and EOW family, prayers for all the heroes and families we honor today and every day. Stay safe. Prayer for the safe travels. Billy Delta on the card. Bless you, Dilly. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. And just again, those that don't know what Billy does, he's with Delta, but he started this whole Delta Honor Card. And it's a volunteer-based. Every single fallen officer and vet will receive 100% honor when they go through the Atlanta hub under Billy's eyes. And I actually was present at one where we had a veteran on the plane I was on that landed in Atlanta, and I got to see them do their magic, and it's amazing. So, Billy, as always, thank you, thank you. Dustin Klein, hello, my friend. No, thank you, and we need to talk. I've got some great ideas, and thank you again, just from our hearts to you on what you're doing for us, but what you're doing for everyone else, and what you're doing for everyone out there. So, God bless you, and we're going to talk soon. So, see you soon. Well, there you go, folks. Another beautiful day, July 6th. We're going to go into Sunday. It's God's day, so keep your prayers going, keep your hearts open, keep your thoughts pure. Keep our team in your thoughts and prayers. They're just trugging along. No drinking and driving, no texting and driving. Please, please, please. If you see a first responder, if you see a law enforcement officer pulling somebody over, please, please, please move over, pull over, or just stop. If any law enforcement officer allows you to give them a hug, ask them first, bless them, thank them for doing a selfless job that they're doing. Thank you. Thank them for wearing that beautiful uniform. Thank them for holding that badge. Thank them for working the nights, weekends, holidays, graveyards, swing. More important, tell them you love them. If you know any sponsors, send them our way. Share us, like us, buy some product off our page. All that money goes towards the wellness program and the scholarship. We are 100% volunteer based. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Bless you. And see you all tomorrow night.